When we need to copy regions to LibLoop's grid, drag and drop works just fine. However, when the project is huge and when we want to combine many regions into a single cell or a scene, drag and drop is probably not the most efficient way. There is a key command called copy to LibLoops that facilitates copying regions collectively to LibLoop's grid. Copy to LibLoops is located here under Edit, and it's grayed out right now because we need to first select something to copy. The shortcut for copy to LibLoops is command plus function plus left arrow. We can use this key command to convert the selected regions into a single cell or a scene. In this video, I will show you a few examples. The first example is putting multiple regions on the same track into a single cell. I'm going to select a couple of regions, go to Edit, and choose Copy Selection to LibLoops. Logic will then create a cell on the first empty scene containing the regions that I selected. I can select regions on multiple tracks at the same time, and using Copy to LibLoops will create a single cell for each track, putting together the selected regions. The second example is for copying a large selection of regions into a single scene. I will use the marquee tool, which is my command-click tool, and make a selection. With the marquee tool, we have the flexibility to select a specific area, and we can ignore the grid if we want to. I'm going to come to Edit and choose Copy Marquee Selection to LibLoops. Logic has created a scene out of the marquee selection, and each cell belongs to the respective track. We can also use other tools to make a selection. With Cycle Area, we just need to set this bar over the regions we want to copy. Let me adjust the size. Make sure that no region is selected, and choose Copy Cycle to LibLoops. And Logic has created a new scene using the regions under the cycle area. We can do this with markers too, either with arrangement markers or with normal markers. Let me quickly create a marker. I'm going to cut it here, make it shorter, and I can set it to wherever I want, making sure that there is nothing selected other than this marker and that the cycle mode is turned off. Then I'm going to come to Edit and choose Copy Marker to LibLoops. It might take a minute depending on the number of selected regions, but it should be very quick. And Logic has created a new scene using the selection under the marker. So as we can see from these examples, we can use all these tools to make a selection, and once a selection is made, we can use Copy to LibLoops. For the last example, I'm going to copy the entire project using arrangement markers with Copy to LibLoops. If a project contains arrangement markers like this, I can use Copy to LibLoops without selecting anything. Again, I have to make sure that there is no region selected and that the cycle mode is turned off. Once I click on Copy to LibLoops, each of the marker sections will be turned into a new scene. This is a great way to turn a whole project into LibLoops instantly and perform our track live. We can easily convert cells into regions by drag and drop. Notice that when I move cells to the tracks area, Logic is creating copies, so the cells remain unchanged in the LibLoops grid. This is great because we don't have to worry about messing up what we have worked on so far. Keep in mind that we can only drag and drop cells to the appropriate types of tracks. For example, software instrument cells are only accepted by software instrument tracks. We can also drop a cell to an empty area, and Logic will create a new track of the appropriate type with the original channel strip settings. To copy a scene to the tracks area, first we need to set the playhead at the position where we want to paste the scene. Then we need to right-click on the scene and choose Copy Scene to Playhead. Make sure that there's enough space in the tracks area before pasting a scene so we can prevent existing regions from being overwritten or overlapped. Notice that the scene title appeared as a marker. This makes it easy for us to distinguish scenes in the tracks area as long as we title them in the live loops grid. Another way to transfer live loops to the tracks area is to record live loops performance. First, we need to make sure that cycle mode is turned off and the playhead is positioned where we want to start our recording. Once that's done, click the Record Performance button in Live Loops Grid and click the Record button in the control bar or press R to start recording. We can start playing cells, scenes, or a combination of both. Playing cells will be recorded as regions in the tracks area on the respective tracks. To stop recording, click the stop button in the control bar or simply press the space bar.
We hope that this video has given you a little bit of insight on what it's like to study here at Point Blank Music School. If you want to find out more, make sure you check out pointblankmusicschool.com.